400 square foot apartment may sound impossibly small for a design inspired by the grandeur of 1920s Paris, but the real secret of historic interiors was never simply square footage. Parisian elegance came from proportion, symmetry, craftsmanship, lighting, and the careful relationship between furniture and architecture. In a compact home, these principles become even more valuable because every decision is visible. Instead of trying to make the apartment look larger through empty white walls alone, the goal is to create visual depth, establish clear zones, and make ordinary functions feel intentional. The 1920s also introduced a fascinating combination of classical elegance and modern geometry, giving us curved furniture, geometric patterns, decorative metals, rich woods, mirrors, and sculptural lighting. These elements can inspire a contemporary small apartment without turning it into a historical replica. The result should feel sophisticated but comfortable, decorative but controlled, and luxurious without depending on excessive ornamentation. entrance is the first opportunity to establish Parisian character, even when the available space is extremely limited. A narrow console, decorative mirror, sculptural lamp, or subtle wall molding can create an immediate sense of arrival. From there, the living area should remain visually connected to the rest of the apartment. Compact seating, a small round table, and a carefully positioned rug can define the lounge without building unnecessary walls. The dining area can then become another visual zone through lighting, furniture placement, or a change in texture. This concept of zoning is essential in a 400 square foot home because one open room may need to function as a lounge, dining room, workspace, and sometimes even bedroom. Rather than separating these functions physically, designers can separate them visually. Consistent materials, repeated colors, and carefully aligned furniture allow the entire apartment to feel like one composition. The eye moves naturally from one area to another, making the space feel more organized and expansive. The kitchen and bathroom may occupy relatively little space, but they can have an enormous influence on the character of the apartment. In a Parisian-inspired kitchen, efficiency should come first, followed by visual consistency. Vertical cabinetry, integrated appliances, open shelving used selectively, and compact work surfaces can maximize function without creating visual clutter. Materials such as stone, glazed tile, natural wood, aged metal, or fluted glass can introduce the craftsmanship associated with early 20th century interiors. The bathroom can take a slightly more dramatic approach because its small footprint makes bold materials easier to control. Geometric tile patterns, rounded mirrors, elegant hardware, and layered lighting can create a jewel box effect. However, the most important principle is restraint. Small rooms become visually crowded when every surface competes for attention. Instead, choose one or two distinctive features and allow the remaining elements to support them. This creates a sense of luxury through composition rather than quantity. The sleeping area demonstrates perhaps the most important lesson of small space design. Privacy does not always require permanent walls. Curtains, screens, shelving, half-height partitions, or changes in lighting can establish a bedroom zone while preserving openness. The bed itself can become an architectural focal point through an upholstered headboard, layered bedding, and carefully positioned artwork. Storage must remain equally deliberate. In a compact apartment, clutter consumes visual space, so hidden storage, multifunctional furniture, vertical cabinetry, and built-in solutions become essential. Lighting then brings the entire concept together. Instead of relying on one bright ceiling fixture, use multiple sources at different heights. Wall sconces, table lamps, floor lamps, pendant lighting, and subtle accent lights create layers of illumination and allow each zone to have a distinct mood. This is especially important for a 1920s-inspired interior because light reveals texture, highlights decorative details, and creates the soft shadows that make architectural features feel deeper and more sophisticated. Ultimately, recreating the feeling of 1920s Parisian grandeur inside a 400 square foot home is not about filling a tiny apartment with antiques, gold finishes, or elaborate decorations. It is about understanding why elegant interiors work. Grandeur comes from proportion, rhythm, contrast, material quality, and thoughtful editing. A small apartment becomes more luxurious when every piece has a purpose and when practical elements are integrated rather than hidden awkwardly. The historical influence can appear through geometric details, graceful curves, rich textures, decorative mirrors, elegant lighting, and carefully selected furniture, while the overall environment remains modern and livable. Most importantly, small space design should not be treated as a compromise. It can become an opportunity to make stronger decisions, eliminate unnecessary objects, and focus attention on the details that matter. A 400 square foot box may never become a grand Parisian mansion, and it does not need to. With the right design principles, it can become something more meaningful, a compact home that feels intentional, atmospheric, timeless, and remarkably grand in spirit.